Hi all, welcome to my Game Week 463 squads, and obviously we have the new overlays and layouts for it, and I'm quite excited about it. See how it all plays out for us. It's not going to be easy in the slightest, but I am quite excited to see how it plays out. We start off Challenger in Division 3 and 4, Contender in Division 2 and 3. I'm actually quite intrigued that I'm in Division 2 for Contender. For limited, so see how it all plays out, and we will take it from there. As time goes, we would like to build up into the rare side of this as well eventually. We're hopefully getting a few funds slowly over that we can maybe make it a reality. It's more getting the goalies, that is what the challenge is, and hopefully over the summer we can make it a reality. I'm still trying to sort out a goalie. By the time this goes live late this afternoon, we might have our rare 240 team finished, like properly set, but it's not a given. It all depends if who I'm trying to buy one of my goalies from, if the person would actually get back in touch with me. That is what it stems from, because if I can get that goalie that I'm looking at, then we would near enough be a squad of 5, and 240 for once has a chance. But I'll show the squad anyway, like that I've got just now, but I'm hoping with the other forward that I'm looking at as well that we can make it a reality. So Eloy, Jordi Van Lebeherg, Matthias Cajolum, Boxall and Herbers. Now for what I've saw for Challenger, I need to add a bit of depth in the midfield. That is what we've noticed so far. Probably the extra defender here and there, and maybe even an extra forward here or there. Now, because Europe wraps up in a couple of months, I'll aim to buy MLS, and that is the aim anyway. And MLS would be my target anyway. With over the summer, try and be competitive. So I do want to buy a second goalie for America, so that I've got at least a chance, as it were. If McMath suddenly gets a game week where he's not playing, that would be annoying. That I'm having a chance. But no, I feel like between the two teams that I'm running, I like the layout actually. Just being able to see it like this is great. Hopefully we can get a third team. I think, like, if I was to go and add a team, I can add a third if possible. For like in season, classic season, like in season we will very rarely do, to be honest. Yes, there's the money, but it's more a classic season, like just to kind of illustrate as well for Challenger. I could run a team. Oh, Shanos went back to MLS. Oh, didn't know this. I'll have to have a look in that, see what the P's and Q's are. Right, we can kind of run a right. So we can run a third team, sorry. Right, so Shano, Sean Davis, Engels, and Ethan Finlay, I suppose. I'll go Shano captain. I didn't even know he'd transferred back to MLS, Shano. There we go. Team, right, can we run a third team in Contender then? Have I just completely been an idiot here? I think I might have been. Let me have a look, because I'd rather run a third team here, if I can. Let's have a look. Who is running where? I'm going to put Walcott in this team, and I'm putting Nardi in that academy team. Or in fact, no, I'm going to put Murakami. Put Murakami in. Right, there we go. Right, who's not got... Like, this team we're not as fussed for. It's great when you actually now realise who you could run. Like spares, I suppose. Right, Leon there, because he's a spare, which is great, so I'm happy with that. Lucas Fernandez, I think, still injured. Can I run out? Who's out not using the lineup, please? Sano there. Attacker-wise, I'd like to just put in... in fact, I might put Boyle. Do the chance. Concussion protocol is the factor. Higino, to be honest, this is the game where Higino should be playing, if I'm honest. Higino should be playing, right. And then the last spot, I suppose we put Boyle in, or in fact put Darwan in, and I'll captain Darwan. Yes, I know. I'm going to put Nadal in the academy team now, because obviously we now need to make adjustments, which is fine. I don't mind. There we go. So every goalie's getting a use, which is great, because obviously joys of what we have. So we're unintentionally built a third challenger team. It's a bit of a throwaway side. Just to put Nardi's injured, to be honest, because if I'm honest, we'd be more competitive throughout the year, and that's the way I'm. Like, Nardi next season excites me, knowing that I've got him, and I would like to hopefully put the time in again over the summer with like Sorare data predictions again. Cause I had a couple of months off it, basically with like the January window and stuff. I don't really like doing it when predictions are in, when transfers are up in the air. Contender squads, A and B, like the A and B squads look very, very nice in my opinion. Like, they're very well balanced, and I would say they're competitive. Like, if I'm honest, I could easily have put them in a, like, you could easily almost feel like you could put them in a cap and they'd have half a chance. Like KGH, Hachang Ray, DeBlasis, Eli Yuan and Undabarina. Like, Hachang Ray only happened because of him and Dawan. There was a person had they were wanting one of my cards, and they offered me a whole pile of rubbish, and I was like, I'm not interested. And I thought, give me Hachang Ray and Dawan. I thought they had J League players, and I thought, this is what, like, and Hachang Ray is playing really well just now, that I'm like, his buy now for his 2024 is like 10 quid. Just to kind of illustrate as well, it's like 49, 61, 86. I feel like he's going to do really well this season in Japan. Just to buy the in-season one is 478 on bid, 939 buy now. What is his general limited? So about £4 for last season's card. His rare is 13,870, and this season's rare is 63 quid, with his super rare 500 plus quid. But yeah, no, I'm quite excited about how he can perform for me. Like Ellie, I think, has got a chance as well. Undabarena's starting to find a bit of form again, and the Leganes are playing Cartagena, so I really fancy them to do well. Like, Newell's consistent, that's why I've made him captain. And it's, and at the same time, he's hard to put in a cap squad really at the same time, so you've got to be smart with it. If Murakami plays, that C team actually has a chance if everyone turns up, because Asano can play well, Dawan, I know he can put some good numbers in, Higino, if he starts, has a chance. Like, I don't get the gist why he doesn't start, because he is a good solid attacker. Jose Leon, if he's not inconsistent, is fine, and as I said, if Murakami plays, I'd fancy him. The reason why he might play is because of Nagaishi conceding 3 last week. All-Star, it's a bit of a mishmash, to be honest. We've went Nagaishi, Bullfish, Wellington, Franqueza, Corredera. But as I say, we're not trying to stack this week, simply because it's a little bit trickier with who's playing who. Like Hibs and Rangers, Vispa and Urawa, Tenerife, Zaragoza. It's a wee bit hard, so it's trying to balance all the squads around. And like we have quite a few Leganes players as well, so it's trying to be smart with what we have. 240, Kono, Nara and Mai. From an Vispa point of view, Quentin Westberg and Engels. Obviously Westberg doesn't play. I'm hoping to get him out ASAP, get an actual starting goalie, whether it be Marshall, whether it be KGH, I've looked at as well for his rear. I've tried to get a couple of deals done with him, and Langerak and a few others that are in like the J League, but people are basically asking for silly money. So it's like, if the card is at 60 quid, they're like, oh, I want 75 now. I'm like, you've got it up for 60 quid. I'm like, I'm trying to see, it's like, when you look at, there was one goalie I've looked at in Korea, I think it was, or Japan, one of the two, and it's like £65 the card is, and I'm like, the last 5 sales, none of them have exceeded £65. I think it's like 50. I think they're all between like 55 and 62, and I'm like, can we do 60? No. It's got to be 72, and I'm like, no, you've got the card for 65. How can it be 72 quid? But anyways, we'll see what we can do. Engels I'd like to get out now as well, because it's just not quite happened for him after Christmas. It's a bit annoying really, because if he gets a run, I feel like he can be quite a good confidence player, but it is what it is. And the Vispa players in general, like at the same time, I'm not as stressed for this 240 rare week squad, because I feel like Urawa is a hard game for Vispa, but I could be completely wrong. But Vispa, whether being away, I know what to expect. 270 Marshall, Takagi, Malo, Suga and Mendes. It's a 5 that has a chance if all 5 perform. If Marshall's at least playing and keeps a clean sheet, which is very unlikely, or has a very high save return, say like 30 plus points on saves, if he was to concede, say, a goal, say it's a 1-1 draw, he might have 75 points for me. And then Malo could be, say, 60 70 points. Mendes, the way he's playing just now, could pull out another like 80 90 point game. Takagi has been playing well, he could get another 65 70 game. If Suga can just get an attack in, we've got a chance. 240 is well balanced and has potential. It's Keta, Olexdia, Rocky, Lukian and Nara. Lukian's been getting the goals in. Rocky's very good in the all round. Olexdia just seems to be finding form again at just the right time, so excited about that. 220 Limited, I was intrigued to see that you now need to run a full 5 stack, no commons allowed. Unless you change it again, but I'll have double check the notes. But Yanez, Majima, Melkerson and Nacho, it feels a cheat code of a 5, if I'm brutally honest. Yanez is low cap because of injuries and form. Nacho stepped in, scoring really well just now. Elias in Norwegian League is just starting back up, so that's great. And I fancy him to do really well this season now that he's back in Norway permanently. And especially since good money's been spent on him. My Jima and my if both fire, like just off how all 5 can perform, you could legitimately have like 300 points before any like say captain's bonuses or anything like that. Then pushing, and the reason why I'm saying 300 is before like any decisives or that. Like I'm talking about like, maybe even an all round game. If any decisives get thrown in, you could be pushing 350 plus, maybe even 400. Like I'm being optimistic, but it could happen. But we'll see how it plays out. Don't have champion, don't have Premier League, don't have under 23, and I don't have special weekly. I'd like under 23s to happen, but it will be harder said than done. Now, the academy players for the rares, because I've not quite finished up the Avispa players like Majima, Yuzawa and Kanamori, I'd like to get use of, but at the same time I'm willing to sell the 3 to make funds more available, because I think the way it's shaping up for Avispa, I might have to kind of not for Avispa I should say, for these 3 of Yuzawa, Majima and Kanamori, if I'm trying to build up more funds to try and get initially a starting say 5 consistent for 240 rare, I maybe just have to accept and say, right, let's just get focus on 240, build that team and say, right, what do we need for gaps, like, and maybe have like a 6th man that's say in J1 and who can fit that slot for us really, as it were. Because obviously I know Nadal's not going to be playing. Higashiguchi's not fit yet, I believe. He's not far away. But like the academy squad, we've tried to be kind of not clever, but it's the ones that we have a bit of faith in and we're wanting to keep an eye on, like Camacho, Kamai, Yamagishi, Oviedo, like that academy team. Like if all 4 were playing, obviously except for Nadal, they would have half a chance in a cap 220 team or a 240 team. Waldo, if he's fit, healthy, get motivated, he'd be alright in a squad. And like Walcott, I've got to at least feel them because I don't know the situation, Marshall or Walcott, for playing. And then obviously the academy, team 3, Higashiguchi, Leon, Mikel, Meza, Dubison and Delge. But I know there's a lot of players still not getting used, but I'm going to spend Easter reviewing the gallery a bit more in depth. See where we need to overhaul, folks, because there is a lot of players. Like I know when I go this just now, like here, not in lineups. Like Kakita's not playing, my other Engels isn't playing, Han, Q1, Caldrola, Mesatu. Like there is under 23 players within this. I'm aware of that. Like Mesatu. Is Murakami out of under? I'll have to have a look at that. But yeah, there's quite a few players that aren't getting game time just now, and I'm thinking like Miller I'd like to field in a team as well. Like, and that's the thing, I'd like to go like say in an ideal world, say the likes of Teto, Miller, Mesatu, that's like 3 out of 5. You just need a goalie and another starting attacker. But I'm at the same time conscious that like it's not a great 5 because of like Jair's not scoring or playing, Teto's the same. So it's like I've got to say to myself, who are we needing that fills in the gaps? Like the Albacete players that aren't getting used, I'd maybe get them going. Same for like the Concept players and Tenerife players and the Hibs players, and just really tidy up the gallery. But if it comes to like any of the folk that buy the bundles and say, right, here's like, yes, there's 37 players here, but if I was to say to them, like, I've got about 25 players that I want to get rid of, or 20 players, what would you give me? Like Moriyama, Tanaka, Bunel, Hanlon, Stevenson, Alonso, Jetty and whatnot. Like some of the players I'll keep, like Albacete might sneak the playoffs, I doubt it, but like they'll be there or thereabouts, I would hope. Jairo I'll probably finally get rid of. Miramon again. But it's Yamashita I'm hoping can actually get back to fitness. Same with Sato, because if both are fit and healthy, they score well. Like Sato's about a month away, I think. Yamashita's not far away either. But we'll wait and see. Plenty of time still yet for everything, and we'll take it from there. But we'll get there, and hopefully we have a more refined gallery that gives us a chance in like the limiteds, and also in regards to the rares as well. So let me know, folks, what you're running for this game week. So have a good run, folks. Take it easy all. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you all later.